Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Look, man, look, W clickbait or nah? Oh man, did you guys really want to watch a stream where there was no clickbait? Come on, I'm the expert. Come on, W or L clickbait. Anyways, players Bayern should sign, or actually, no, sell. The other S word, sell. Okay, we have a long list at this club of bums, players we should have never signed, players we shouldn't have renewed, players that should be gone. No, we're not selling Kimmich. If we sold Kimmich, I don't know if I could live life. It'd be just like this club to fall out with Kimmich at some point. But nah, there's no selling Kimmich. That's the real the casuals in. But Kimmich, but Kimmich is so good. Yeah. They'll come in all emotional and realize this is a Kimmich fan channel. Anyways, so don't sell Kimmich. No, Brazo, come on, I'm joking, okay? I know Brazo's already writing down Kimmich on his sell list. But no, I got a better list for you, my man. We got a lot of players to sell, right? A lot of mistakes. Failed abortions. They shouldn't have been here, all right? They need to go. Pack your bags. Learn some Chinese, ding dong, because it's time. It's time to go, man. You're going to China. You're going to be playing for FC Guangdao, FC Beijing, FC Wuhan. You're going to be close to the source of the FC Wuhan in the chat, man. That's where these players need to be prepared to go. Or to Fenerbahce in Turkey, because they need to get cooked like a turkey. Did you get the pun? If you didn't get the pun, then you probably don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Or you don't eat turkey. Y'all don't eat turkey? That's weird. If you eat chicken but not turkey, something's wrong with you. But I can understand why. Because turkey tastes like fat chicken, Have you ever had a turkey? It's like fatter chicken. Like turkey thighs are significantly bigger than chicken thighs. I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't think it's important. Because this stream is about players we should sell, not players that we should eat. Speaking of eating, Buttman. That's the first name I'm pulling up automatically. Big booty man, Serge Gnabry. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay? Bye. You're out of here. Gnabry, look, we'll get to bigger names as the stream progresses. Bigger names like Bonasar, of course, No, I wouldn't just sell him. I'd just sell him to human traffic. No, I sell him into slavery or something, bro. I'm not gonna lie. All right, anyways, that was just a joke. The thing with Gnabry is, since 2020, right? I think, 2020 was probably his last good year. I don't even remember a good performance in 2020. But the thing with Gnabry is he gets stats. He scored some goals, and now people forget all the terrible games. But the problem I have with Gnabry, and I always knew he was a purple patch player who would only score in certain kinds of games. He was also a big game player. He scored great goals against Tottenham, scored some amazing goals against Lyon, scored a few amazing goals against Chelsea. I think he scored twice, or at least had 2 assists, something like that. So Serge Gnabry was always a big game player, a player that could just come into a moment, score a scrappy goal if he needs to. His finishing was exceptional with both feet, even with his head. I think Gnabry, his potential is what Nkunku is for Leipzig. He's not exactly fast enough to be a winger, but he's capable of being a second striker and also being an inside forward. That was Gnabry's potential. Nkunku does it well. Gnabry was that player in 2018, 2019. He was that player in 2019, 2020. For about 2 seasons, we saw a really good player. But ever since that time, ever since 2021, since then, I I don't know. Look, Knox, he's definitely slower, and it's not because of age. He should be in his prime as a man and as an athlete. 27, right? That's when the energy's still there and the maturity in the game, the IQ has developed stupendously, right? But Gnabry now is just slower physically, and I think the injuries, all the knocks, every time he was out for 2 days or 2 weeks, every strain he had in his hamstring, all of those things have brought him to this player who has lost explosiveness. And that was one of the best things about Gnabry. He was never technically gifted like a Jamal Musiala, where he doesn't need pace to beat anyone. He's not technically gifted like Pedri, who just moves his body a certain way and kills you with momentum. He can dribble with science. Gnabry was always short burst of explosion with okay technical ability. Now, the explosion's gone. All the man got now is a big booty and nothing to show for it. No explosion, no thrust and power. All right. It's just predictable. His game is very predictable. He can't dribble through more than two players like Kingsley Coman can. See, if Coman had Gnabry's football brain, like his finishing, his positioning in the box, if Coman had that, in the crossing, Gnabry had a season where he was crossing the ball like so accurate for Lewandowski, right? His playmaking, like it was really good at some point. But imagine if Coman had all of those attributes, like good decision making, because that's some of Gnabry's shot placement is good, but now his finishing isn't great. Even though, like, you see what he was trying to do with the finish. Now it just looks like he lost the quality to do it consistently. But imagine, man, Coman would be such a complete player. And if Gnabry had Coman's technical ability with dribbling and the pace, then I don't know. It's like we have two players that are opposite sides of a coin. One's really fast and technical, dribbling, all that, but doesn't have any IQ. Decision making's poor. The other one's really, like smart as a footballer, but he's incredibly slow and has lost that technical aspect of his game. Sucks. So I would sell Gnabry. I don't know why we renewed his contract. At the time I was like, yeah, let's renew him because even though he won't give you a consistent season, he's still a purple patch player who can come to life at any point and give you goals, give you assists. Also, do you really want to be selling any other player after you just lost Lewandowski? No, and then you'd have to find a winger. You'd actually have to be active in the market more. We spent our entire window negotiating on the Lewandowski deal. Although we did fleece Barcelona because Lewandowski isn't in the top 5 for minutes per goal, I think Matisse Tel's ahead of him. So we fleeced Barcelona. We finessed the bag. It was great, but we spent our entire summer focused on that. And we could have gotten De Ligt faster, but you ended up getting De Ligt too late. We got Mane, but we should have never signed him. Speaking of Mane, that's the next name on that list. Someone says, give us Gnabry. I don't think even Barcelona would be stupid enough to take Gnabry now. Alvarez from Ajax is not really good, says Bram. I agree with you. I don't know about Asim Hen. All right, we'll talk about a striker. It's funny. I'm doing a stream on players we should sell, and everyone only cares about players we should buy. Give us Gnabry, and we'll give you finished Gavi and Fati. There's no way those two are equal to Gnabry in value. We're having a mid-off right now. Mid. Just mid. A three-way mid. Gnabry 60 mil plus SAR for free to Arsenal. I don't know. I don't know if any club is spending 60 million on Gnabry. He's worth 35 million. Because, I mean, even though his stats don't look that great for us, some other club looks at it and they go, ooh, I'd love a player like that. I mean, Mourinho said Bayern had, Gnabry on their bench, Mane on their bench. If he had just one of them, like, it'd be amazing for him. Gnabry, as much as he isn't in form, and that is true, he's not in form, I think there's still a conversation to be had that, hey, I mean, we only spent 8 million for him from Werder Bremen when they signed him from Arsenal. So we could make profit by selling him for at least 8 million. Now, of course, you got to consider the wage package over the years. That's where I'm coming up with 35 million. His current market value on Transfermarkt is 55 million, and it's been declining since September 2020. It's been declining. Now he's 27, right? Oh my gosh, this kid has 10 Bundesliga goals, and I don't remember a single one except the one that he just scored recently. And 5 assists. Where? 2 Champions League goals and 3 assists. Guys, do you remember the Champions League goals? I mean, I remember he had a decent game against Barcelona away from home at the Camp Nou. But what are we talking about? Where are these 2 goals? It can't be Barcelona because I don't remember him scoring. I remember him assisting Mane. It has to be Victoria Pilsen then. He did score against PSG. Oh my gosh. The kid came in after halftime in the second leg, and he scored the second goal that made us go 2-0 up and 3-0 on aggregate. See, that's what happens. How? I don't even remember that. So, yeah, the stats, man, some club's going to be like, well, 10 goals from a player that doesn't start all the games, that's a pretty good number. 60% of our minutes he has played. Gnabry has played 60% of minutes at this club and has been involved in 20% of our goals. Some club's going to want him, so I think he's worth at least 35 million in the market. Also, the branding, right? He's a well-known player. He can sell shirts. I'm not sure there's a Gnabry fan base. There probably is, because there are people on Twitter that just love Gnabry. Like they dedicate themselves to loving Gnabry. And I never understood that, because there's not a single player that I love so much that I would create a Twitter account with their face on my profile. I mean, Robin, you can argue, but even then it's like, it's kind of weird to just have another man's face while you have your own opinions about, I don't know, it's just weird. I never understood that. The repping players. I don't like that. I think you should rep your club, rep yourself, right? Your opinions towards your club and towards the sport. But it is cringe when these guys go around acting like they know ball. When if their player they're repping has a bad game, the world falls apart. I don't know. Also, it makes them like immune to criticizing that player for some reason. I still criticize players I like, I like Musiala, and I'll criticize him. So, sell Gnabry for sure. Now, Brazo out, Khan out, Hainer out. Gosh, everyone out, huh? Martinez with what's George fun? Oh, it's the emoji. By the way, you can become a member of the channel if you didn't already know that, and hit the like button. Guys, I've noticed when you hit the like button, YouTube's like, oh, people like this one, and they recommend it to more people. So if you want the channel to grow, hitting the like button is free, and it's also huge for channel growth. Zoom says, what strikers should we get? We'll talk about that later, but I talk about that almost every day. I did a stream yesterday on it. Top strikers for Bayern. Now, Mane. Oh, let's just get the clickbait out. Joshua Kimmich. Sell him. Nah, I'm joking. Anyways, I actually made a graphic just for that. Goretzka. before we go to the other players, I'm torn. By that I mean not my hamstring like Goretzka does almost every 2 weeks. No, I'm torn on what I see with Goretzka because you guys know I like Goretzka. I liked him. Now I don't. I don't like him next to Kimmich. I think it's a terrible duo. He limits Kimmich's game because he's not a DM. He doesn't give Kimmich the freedom to be expressive, which means Kimmich has to babysit this grown man, which takes, valuable space and positions that Kimmich could be holding up. Kimmich could really be the one that controls our game, like he drops deep, but then when we get to that final third, he could follow through and be the one that makes those nice little cute passes around the corner where Goretzka usually, Kimmich could be doing that job. Instead, Goretzka's hugging the striker while Kimmich's babysitting him. So I don't like what Goretzka offers his team. It worked under Hansi Flick because we had Thiago. We had a holding. Thiago was basically playing by himself in midfield. And that was good for Goretzka because it allowed him to just occupy spaces in between the lines because we didn't have Musiala under Flick. Goretzka would be the one responsible for finding those spaces, receiving the ball, and just one-touch pass to a teammate. That's one of his best assists against Barcelona, where Thiago, hits a nice little beautiful line-breaking ball to him, and Goretzka just does a cute pass around the corner, like while he's turned, and the ball goes, he just kind of, just kicks the ball, perfect weight, and Gnabry scores first time. That's what Goretzka's good at. He's good at just doing the same thing over and over again, given that thing is working. He's good at attacking the box, being that third man in when you have a holding DM, right? But because Kimmich isn't a natural DM, it means Goretzka's being exposed, and he's also exposing Kimmich. So that's why I'm torn. I'm like, well, he's not offering much for this team, but I can't sell him because I don't trust his board to find a player that's better than him. And look, everyone just, I don't know, when a player's playing bad, we just forget they're good. Like, look at Musiala. He's not having the best performances as of recent, but sometimes good players look average until they don't. I trust Musiala to just suddenly start cooking again. So I trust Goretzka, if in the right system, to give us something really unique. The physicality is there. And I think if we had a DM, like someone that did everything by themselves defensively, one, it frees Kimmich, but I also think it frees Goretzka. And it makes him even better defensively because he wouldn't, I don't know, I feel like if you pressure Goretzka to be the one to defend, he sucks. But if you give him the freedom to kind of do what he needs to do and be a box-to-box, I think he plays better. And I think if we had a midfield three, and I don't mean Musiala, Kimmich, Goretzka. No, I mean a genuine midfield three with a DM. And Kimmich and Goretzka were 2 8s. Kimmich, deep-dropping, deep-lying playmaker number 8. And then Goretzka, the powerful box-to-box. It might work. But for now, I think I'm torn. I'm 50-50. If we sell Goretzka, that means I don't know. I also don't think Leimer's better than Goretzka. Konrad Leimer's a basic footballer. He's average. He's going to be sold just like Sabitzer within 2 to 3 years. He's not going to be – everyone's expecting him to come in and change our midfield. He won't. There's a reason why there's stories saying Tuchel wants a CDM, central defensive midfielder. Oh, don't say that. Just say DM. Shut up, geek. Geek, man. Anyways, so we need that. So now the next player, right? Let's move on quickly. Goretzka needs to stay. Musiala on left wing. Declan Rice and Kimmich. That could be an interesting. I think Declan Rice has increased/improved his footballing capability, but I still believe there are footballers that can give you what Declan Rice does and better and cheaper, because Declan Rice is English. He's going to cost more. Actually, why should he cost more? A foreign team like Bayern is coming in for him. The only reason the English tax is a thing is, well, I'm moving from Southampton to Liverpool, so Southampton will charge more because, well, I'm English and I know the league, I speak the language. There's no time to. So really, West Ham should be thinking there shouldn't be an English tax when Real Madrid go for a player that is in Britain. That's weird. Why should it matter that he speaks English coming to Bayern? Because all our players speak English. That's probably a criteria for Bayern when we sign players and managers. They have to speak English. They have to speak German. Well, no, they don't have to speak German. We've had players that don't speak any languages. Apparently Thomas Muller doesn't even speak German. Even Germans say they don't understand Muller. I don't know. The point is, English is a universal language in Europe. With a lot of referees, they speak English. So, if anything, it shouldn't really matter if Declan Rice is leaving a club, and just because he speaks English perfectly doesn't mean anything. I don't know. Does that make sense? The English tax shouldn't apply. Now, Sadio Mike Tyson Mane. Buy. It's funny because buy could mean B-U-Y, which means buy him. Buy, I mean like goodbye. Pack your bags. You're leaving. You're going to Libya, G. You're going to go play for Gaddafi. Is that guy still alive, Gaddafi? Nah, I think Hillary Clinton bombed him. Yeah, sorry to the Libyans. Oh, America, once again. Bayern Munich and Sadio Mane have agreed to part ways this summer. And that's from Christian Falk. So we are selling Mane. I'm sorry. Mane sucks. It's kind of hilarious. I was doing these streams and I was telling people, stop overgassing Mane. I know so much ball. My ball knowledge is impeccable. I know more balls than... Why do I have to make this somehow sus? Nah, look, I know my balls, man. I know more balls than James Charles. That's all I'm saying. Y'all should start listening to the boy. Start listening to me. Because I know my ball. I got my ball knowledge on fleek. Like Mane's hairline. Nah, I'm joking. That would mean my ball knowledge sucks because Mane's hairline is non-existent. Isn't it funny? I think Mane had hair surgery. Like the bro visited Turkey and his hairline receded further. How does that happen? Nah, it didn't work, Sadio. Sadio Mane hairline surgery. He defo had hairline surgery. Oh my gosh. Yo, is this like a Senegal thing? This cannot. Dang, dude. I feel bad for Mane in the sense that he never fit our style of play. We only signed him because we needed someone to sell some shirts after losing Levy. Damn, bruh. This man is cooked. How does your hairline... Just sell him just for having this atrocious hairline. How can you walk around with this hairline? Nah, sell Mane for this hairline, man. Crazy. What do you think about buying Neymar? You know what? I wouldn't mind Neymar. Bring him in. Why not? Bring in Neymar. I would not mind Neymar. Messi too. If they can take a huge pay cut, well, I mean, they wouldn't really need to take a pay cut because there's going to be guys running around in a Messi shirt that says Bayern. So we'll make money ultimately. But nah, man. Let it happen. Bring Ney home. We should have signed Neymar before Barcelona signed him. We should. Those are the kind of players I feel like we're never looking at. The next Neymar. Oh my gosh. Yo, PSG fans are going in. So Verratti, they're kicking him out of the club. Marco Verratti, 30 years old. Man. Why are no clubs all over that? That's a really good player. I mean, does he have a contract? Like, oh, he has a contract until 2026. We'll have to pay up. Nah, Verratti would be a good DM for us. But you know who I really think? Yo, if PSG are trying to sell, like, why don't we just get some of their bowlers, man? Club's falling apart. Get Donnarumma. Is Donnarumma good? I don't know. Is he cooking there? I don't know. Bring Marquinhos to Bayern. Damn, Sergio Ramos is 37. I thought this dude was 35. He's old. Bring Nuno Mendes. Bring him in, man. Bring the top G Hakimi. I don't know, man. Yeah, my man had everything in his mama's name. W Mans. He cooked. Oh man. Everyone has to learn from Hakimi, bro. Mukwele. Dang, Leipzig fleeced PSG. Mukwele is doing nothing there. What about Vitinha? Is he good? Is he cooking there? There's players. Renato Sanchez, bring him back home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bring Neymar Messi home. Bring him to the Allianz, the theater of lights, of RGB theater. Bring him in, man. Bring Hugo Ekitike. Bring them all to Bayern. The Deutsche Rekordmeister. Let him cook here, man. Bring Nuno Mendes. Bring Vitinha. Let's raid PSG. Let's do that Blitzkrieg, baby. Raid their entire club. Oh, what am I talking about? Don't they hate Mbappe too? I swear they hate Mbappe. Yo, Messi in talks. His Man United bidder wants Mbappe amid. Nah, man. Don't let Kylian go to Man United. Nah, bring Mbappe in. Mbappe don't need that toxic atmosphere. He could come to the Bayern Ultras. We'll cheer you on, no matter what, Kylian. You missed a freaking sitter in the Champions League final. The Bayern! I feel like our Ultras, man. I love them, but yo, like, y'all need to start booing some of these players, man. If Gnabry wouldn't be, messing up this much if he got booed every now and then. We need to start booing some players, man. Maybe Gnabry might start cooking. Who knows? Nah, bring Mbappe home, bro. Quit playing on me. Quit playing. Bring Kylian home. Look, they paid $180 million for him. They sucked all the goods. They got all the shirts they wanted. They made their money. Let's offer $130 million. Let's see if PSG. Let's flex a little bit. And if PSG gets a broke owner, who knows? We might get, because they're also pushing out the Qatari, not the Qataris, the whatever oil family owns them. They're trying to push them out. The PSG Ultras. They're going in. Are they that unaware that they don't realize if the Qataris leave, all their success will die? Do these PSG fans not realize their club is nothing? Like Messi, I don't care. Messi, bro, I'll take Mbappe. I'll take the drama that comes with Mbappe. Him dating up. Is he still dating that chick? But bro, I'll bring Messi. 15 goals, 15 assists. Do you realize how Messi would cook at Bayern? The guy, everyone makes fun of Messi, like, Barcelona, Dude, Messi is still Messi. Messi. Nah, bring Messi here. But we all know Messi's going to Saudi Arabia. That league is just desperate for attention. They don't realize they're never going to be. I don't think there's going to be another continent that breaks Europe's monopoly on the game. The Champions League is just too nostalgic. The Ballon d'Or is just too nostalgic. Like, the top 5 leagues is just too nostalgic. The Saudi league, no one's watching. Al Bajad. I don't even know if that's a real team. I just can't. I legitimately, in my mind, thought that was a real team. But now it came out, that's not a real team. But I'm just saying, bring Mbappe home. Yeah, but no, Sadio Mane, yeah, goodbye, my man. You gotta go. It's over. All right? You can't salvage it like your hairline. Your career at Bayern is finito. Muy finito, mi amigo. Thank you for showing. Mane's real accomplishment at Bayern is just holding the megaphone in front of our ultras, like to like involve them in the game. Let's sign Maguire for Upa's place. W opinion. That's true. Like Harry Maguire, he'll give us what none of our attackers are giving us this season. And that's the ability to score goals. So bring Maguire to this club, man. Maguire can do something even Upamecano can't do, man. He can score goals. He'll give you at least 10 a season. Hoyland. No. All right. Let's finish up. Pavard. Benjamin Pavard on the ensemble. All right. So, look. Pavard is an interesting one. Dang, Pavard hired Pina Zahavi to take care of negotiations to get him a big contract with a top club. He currently earns $10 million a year, less than Hernandez, De Ligt, and Upamecano. Well, he's behind all of them. A fully fit and non-Bazo Upamecano is better than Pavard, for sure. A fully fit and current De Ligt is always going to be better than Pavard. Lucas Hernandez with 2 broken knees, ACLs and surgery after surgeries is going to be better than Pavard too. Dang, think about it. Lucas is going to be made of freaking glass. 2 ACLs? Dude, that I didn't know that was possible. But yeah, Lucas is better than Pavard, so they all deserve to earn more than him. The real question is, why does Davies get paid less than Pavard? Pavard's wages make sense, $10 million a year. Victor Osimhen at Napoli makes less money than you. So chill out. So he wants a big contract. He hired Pini Zahavi. Nah, sell him. Sell Pavard. I said I was torn because I didn't read that headline. But Pavard, why are we? He's not elite, man. He'll never be. Everyone convinces themselves that a few good games, it's all yeah. Pavard wants to finish the season professionally. That's good. And as successfully as possible before clarifying his future. Bayern are ready to talk and want to extend the Frenchman's contract, but not at any cost. That's a key term, not at any cost. Pavard wants a big contract. And if a club comes in and willing to offer him $15 million, he'll take it and he'll leave. If he can make more money somewhere else than at Bayern, he'll go. And especially if they guarantee him a position at center back or something, because this man I don't know. That must be amusing to him in that kind of way. Yeah, I mean, like it must be amusing. He hears, oh, I'm playing Pavard, you're playing center back. Ooh, it just rises. And my man's hard as hell just because he heard he's playing center back. He's so obsessed with it because, I mean, it is his best position because he's never going to be a capable right back. Oh, but he defended well. And right backs in the modern day are supposed to be complete footballers. Defend and attack. Pavard is allergic to the halfway line. As soon as he steps over and goes to the opposition's half, the man turns into anything but a good attacking right back. He can't dribble. His passing's if he couldn't dribble and couldn't like carry the ball, you would hope his passing was just magnificent, but it's not. He always passes back. And then, let's say he couldn't pass, but his crossing was just beautiful. Nope, he floats every cross because he doesn't have the technical ability to hit crosses like Cancelo. Cancelo doesn't float crosses. Cancelo can be here and the box is over there and you'll somehow cross a ball at pace to hit the plate. Like the curve, bro. It's all technique. Pavard doesn't have it. So his crossing isn't great. So all we're, loving him for and rating him for is tackles and headers won and ground duels, which is not the only measurement for a fullback. And then at center back, he's all right, he's all right, but he's never going to be a world-class center back. He doesn't have the potential to be that. So right center back in a back three, I think he can be very efficient and very effective, but we don't play that. Tuchel hasn't done a back three since he joined us. So that's where I'm 50-50. Pavard, if he wants more money, goes. But if he believes he's just good enough to be a backup, to be behind Upamecano, De Ligt, and Hernandez, then he can stay all he wants. I don't mind. But if he believes he's more than that, he believes he needs a starting spot, then goodbye. Goodbye. Because when Lucas Hernandez comes back, it's going to be De Ligt and Upa fighting, because Lucas is going to be, well, if he returns to himself and he's just Lucas Hernandez that we know, then yeah, he's going to be playing. Because why would we keep that quality on the bench if we can help it? So that's where I'm like, all right, I'm not even 50-50. I'm like 70-30 Sal Pavard. He had a good season and his value's high, so sell him. Because we all know his limitations. And we're going to keep pretending like he'll be this player he's not. I don't know. So that's my opinion on that. It might be my Pavard agenda kicking in. Who knows? By the way, congratulations to Napoli for winning Serie A. 33 years they had to wait. So congratulations to them. Puts things into perspective because Bayern win the Bundesliga so much. Imagine if we just had a 10-year period where we just didn't win it. Life would just suck. I don't know if I could breathe just thinking we would be losing like that. Dang, I don't know how Dortmund fans feel. I don't know. Imagine we just lose. Bro. Ooh, man. Every live stream I'd be pissed. Because now I look forward to Bayern playing. I still look forward to it. Even when we sacked Nagelsmann, I thought, oh, man, I'm going to be so annoyed at this club in general that I won't want to watch. But I still looked forward to the game. Like, oh, Tuchel's new. He might do something different. Like, even after losing to City, I was like, oh, who are we playing next? I really want to see the lineup. I'm still excited to watch us play. And then when we play, I'm like, please stop playing. So, I don't know, man. I'm in a weird relationship with my own club. But it was suck to just not win any. Damn, bro. Imagine being Dortmund. Oh, my gosh. And the thing is, you could have won it. They could have kept Klopp and maybe given him more money. Dude, these guys were in a Champions League final. They should have taken that clout because that's really how Dortmund became popular in the modern day. Being in that Champions League final, Der Klassiker, that's how Der Klassiker became a thing. Because everyone saw Bayern versus Dortmund in the Champions League final, and that was the peak of the Bundesliga. And then Germany won the World Cup the year after with Mario Götze scoring. Dortmund should have done everything in their power to keep Götze, keep all their core, and then if Klopp failed, then get it. There's a better manager out there somewhere. But they shouldn't have used the Champions League loss to just be destroyed mentally and financially and ruined as a club. Because Bayern weren't where we're at, like financially in 2013. Guys, we weren't that rich. Now we can spend 100 million and it ain't nothing. We can spend, boom, boom, buy this, buy that. Because we have the club structure and a strong financial department, right? We manage ourselves very well. Dortmund should have done what we did. We lost everything in 2012. And then we gained everything because of the structure we had in place and the desire to get back on top. Dortmund had the opposite. They were on top and they didn't find a way to maintain it. Imagine if they did. Then the world would be different. Maybe we would be the ones with 10 losses in 10 years. But everyone keeps asking what life would be like if we didn't win. I guess we'll never find out. Yeah, I just had to bring in Kanye here real quick. Okay, well, so sell Mane, Pavard. So, yeah, Bonasar, sell him to human trafficking. Sell him to slavery. sells organs to China. I'm joking. It's a joke. But yeah, no, Bonasar needs to go. He's just, oh, it's funny, haha, Bonasar, haha, you suck. Like, we all laugh at it, but he's actually sucking up valuable money, and he's a waste of space on our bench. He's sitting on a bench spot that Ibrahimovic could be sitting on, or Paul Vanner. Where is Paul Vanner? See, this is an annoying thing that I got annoyed with by Nagelsmann. He never played our young players. Where is Paul Vanner? This guy had world-class potential, 17 years old, and he does. Where is he at? Is he injured? He had dental surgery. That's dental surgery. He had some adductor problems. Okay. And then he had dental surgery. What about Arjan? Why are our young players built out of bricks, man? Not bricks, freaking glass. Arjan had a virus infection, but he's fit. Well, why doesn't he come on for a few minutes? This is the kind of thing you need to do, because you're never going to know their level by just sending them out on loan and never playing them. We literally had 3 generational talents, so-called talents, right? Vidovic, Arjan, Ibrahimovic, and Paul Vanner, and none of them play. Vidovic still on 3 goals in Eredivisie. Look, these players are never. There's certain players that can get good on loan, like Philipp Lahm. He went out on loan and got the opportunity and proved himself. Bastian Schweinsteiger, out on loan. Did Schweinsteiger go out on loan to Leverkusen? I need to find out, because it's relevant. I need to find out where Philipp Lahm went on loan to. So Schweinsteiger went on loan to wait, no, he didn't go on loan. I guess I'm tripping. No, who went on loan? No, Tony Kroos went on loan to Leverkusen, right? And then he came in and yeah. I mistook the two. Now, where did Lahm go? Was it Stuttgart? Gotta find out. The point is, the loans they were going to were good loans. Wait. Guys, when did Philipp Lahm start working at Stuttgart as an advisor of management? So he's an advisor of management for the German national team, as well as Stuttgart. Interesting. So he is kind of starting to. Bro, I'd love Philipp Lahm. He's only 39, right? Think perspective here. Unai Hoeneß is 71. He's at least 70. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge is 67. And we would all say, is that young or old for Sporting Director? I'm just saying, like, how old is Khan? That's probably a better comparison. Brought up Khan Academy. Oliver Kahn. That's how irrelevant you are, Oliver. It's funny how I see Oliver Kahn as this goalkeeper that is a club legend, but then at the same time, I see him as this annoying board member. That's kind of crazy. I can separate the things in my mind. Oh, Kahn's 53. Okay. So Philip has time. So does Schweinsteiger. So does any other ex-player from that era. You know who I think is low-key, like, definitely coming back to this club in some capacity? Javi Martinez. I know that's just out of nowhere, but I think Javi just, I don't know. I saw him in a suit once and I was like, he's either a manager or he's going to take some kind of role. And he's just smiling. He's just like, Javi's just that guy, I feel like. I think Javi Martinez could take a job. Wait, Napoli blew it. They won the Champions League. But please don't spam. You're going to get put in timeout. That's too much spam. All right. Well, 45 minutes. All right. Good stream. I wasn't going to stream today, but I was like, there's players I want to sell. So it's hard sometimes to think of an idea. That's the funniest thing, right? It's the biggest part. It's like, what do I stream about? So, guys, if you have any ideas, right, future streams, let me know. I mean, I think we're going to talk about midfielders Bayern should sell. Like, we'll do these topical streams where it's more, focused on specific, narrative, like selling or buying. I hope to do more of that. Someone said watch football. Vinny is Clara Varaskelia. At the current moment, Vinicius Jr. is the best left winger in the world. I mean, you can compare him to Leao and Varaskelia, but I think Vinny is, scoring in Champions League finals. And wait, did he score in the final? I don't know. He's scoring somewhere important. And even though I think he lacks some key attributes as a footballer, I think his finishing can improve like it needs to. I think Varaskelia is a better overall footballer, but Vinicius Jr. is currently better, but it's not as clear as you think. Varaskelia is he's so complete as a footballer. He's like Kulusevski, right-footed and winning things, I feel like for a player, winning a trophy is infinitely better than, like I look at like what kind of player we need to sign. And I think if a player has won something huge, they're bound to have something about them, They're bound to have a certain level. By the way, Jude Bellingham to Real Madrid. What do you guys think about that? You guys think Madrid is that a good signing for Madrid or not? Do you guys think we have a chance of signing Mbappe? Because these are the players we need. I think we need an Mbappe level player soon, yeah. And I was hoping Musiala would turn into that this season based on how he started. But, he's still young, and Mbappe is just a freak. He's a freak. I would love an Mbappe level player. Someone on that Haaland Mbappe potential, What do you guys think? I'd love that. I think we need more players like that. Oh, by the way, Champions League. I'm actually interested in the Europa League. I'd love to see Leverkusen do something because Bundesliga teams, of course. So next week Leverkusen play Roma. It's good that they have the first leg away. But if they can keep Roma quiet for the first leg, then the second leg is really anyone's game. Roma could come in and just do something. Or Xabi Alonso versus Mourinho is going to be interesting. Alonso already showing his tactical flexibility because I don't think he's a 4-3 at the back manager. By the way, did Xabi play at Leverkusen? Is that why he went there so willingly? No, he played for Sociedad and then Liverpool and then Madrid and then Bayern München. Played here for 3 years and then retired here. Okay. I thought for a second he might have played for Leverkusen. But why did he go there? I guess he knows some German, but I see him speak English. So, man, players like Xabi Alonso, we need more. I mean, Toni Kroos is that modern version of Xabi Alonso. I don't know. You guys think Xabi will come here one day? Bayern doesn't want Mbappe. Please stop it. Hey, come on. Let's start the propaganda. Let's start the narrative. Bayern need to sign Mbappe. Let's get this board thinking. What if Camavinga or Tchouameni they have to sell if they buy Bellingham? It's not true at all. Camavinga will never be sold. In fact, they're talking about renewing his contract and giving him, even though it's like a contract till 2026, they want to give him a contract till 2028. No, he's staying in Madrid for sure, and he's getting a pay rise actually. You know who I think? Yeah, I love Tchouaméni. If we sign Tchouaméni, best DM like for the future that we could possibly sign. He's better than Ugarte. All these guys, Tchouaméni is on a different level. Tchouaméni is on a planet of his bro. Him, Casemiro, Rodri, they're crazy, man. I love that stiff DM, bro. Like, guys, go watch how Casemiro plays. I think we should have signed Casemiro, and I think he would have been cheaper than. Ah, man. Tchouaméni. 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 Can't chew any. Dang, Twitter just has some crazy slander names. Can't chew any. Imagine, like, your parents working hard to think of the name Tchouaméni. I mean, his real name's Aurelien. Ah, bro, the interceptions are crazy good. And then the passing. Tchouaméni's passing is just, for a tall man who is a DM, you don't expect that. But, oh my, the interceptions just coming in, intercepting at the critical moments. That's what you need. If you want to define a good CDM, find out how their interceptions happen. Like, do they just look unexpected? Like, okay, this attacker is just having fun, and then they come out of nowhere, but they were there. That's what good interceptions look like. I think Tchouaméni has it, man. Tchouaméni. Oh, that pass! I'm watching Tchouaméni highlights. Why didn't we sign him, man? Aurelien touched too many. Chill. All right. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia, and peace.